Money goes out of Zimbabwe every day. And she says it was 10 million. She just took one suitcase with 2 million. And the owner did not even report. Up to now, the state does not have a complainant on that money. So this is how bad Zimbabwe is.
Yeah, it's really terrible. That's why I'm like saying, this issue of immigration, I don't think it's anything to go by any day. People just need to do the right thing at the end of the day. No matter how much we'll fight that, the Zimbabweans are being victimized in South Africa and whatnot, whatnot. They're an angry community because they're also angry or at their own reasons, which, yeah, rightfully to them or wrong or whatnot. But I don't think it's anything as Zimbabweans can do about except for doing the right thing, which is getting documents. People come here, they work, they do what they do, but instead of continue working and then making sure your legal status is okay, they forget and then they just think life is just going to go by as normal. But everything always zvese zvineka kupera kwazvo, everything comes to an end. At the end of the day, people get frustrated, and I don't want it to get to those days where, like, do you know they used to ban people zviya zvekupfekedzwa nemataya zviya zvinopisa vanhu nenyaya this whole immigration stuff. So I just hope it never gets to that point again. But Zimbabwe, we have a real problem. Problem guru chaiyo. But so no one is speaking about this 31 July protest thing, or people don't care anymore. Owen, actually, Owen.
Yeah, Aripo.
Ndichiripo Kota, what was your question?
31 July planned protests. What's your take?
Oh yeah, that one. I have not. I did not follow it up. Who is organizing it? And also, I think if it is on, let's rally in our numbers. But also, the other why I'm so skeptical about it, people put a date for a protest. I don't think ZANPF will allow us to protest. But if people are going to the street, let people go to the street. Let's support that. If you have that flyer, send it there, and then we publish it. I've seen it somewhere, but yeah, people are not talking about it. I don't know why.
Yeah, hey, I wish you could get Jacinta for this one. And what's
Yeah,
that other guy? Pakayom Takati. We need them. We need to give them my passport.
but 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 also
Because hey, at this point, I think that's what's needed. I see Owen question like who is organizing it. Of course, it's a concern of who is organizing it. But I think have you seen the way South Africans they organize themselves for this anti-immigration protest where it was one two voices, and then people just thought maybe it was only in Durban, but when 30 June came it was everywhere. Joburg, even there in Nelspruit, or even there in Northern Cape, and even in Western Cape, everywhere. It shook some buildings, like people saying it did nothing, but it shook some buildings, even institutions which hiring illegal immigrants, sometimes hiding them. They are now very strict. I know even a few friends who are now in very big trouble because of that whole March for March. It was just started by one Ashom, but it shook some buildings. So I think, if ordinary citizens in South Africa can do that, I think Zimbabweans are able to do that. Not protest and ban things, but go on the streets and say, these are our complaints. This complaint yangu inini sakota ndeyekuti uyu anonzi Tungwara, mari ari kuiwana kupi? Where is the money coming from? Where is it going to? All these gold deposits that are being sold in Dubai, why is that money not coming back to help out the hospitals, help out the clinics, help out the roads? These roads which are being told that they are being, guys, in Zimbabwe we don't even have double lane roads except when maybe in Borodale there. Eh? It's embarrassing, guys. Such a country
it's
supposed to be
embarrassing.
done.
Unaona
Mm.
portal inini I'm also now looking kuti why is it that now this protest iri kutorganizwa ye 31st July we are questioning whether they are going to allow the protest to go ahead or not, because that is the nature of the government that is country. And I just wondered, why is it that they don't see it as something of concern? Let us allow these citizens, let them protest, so yeah, their grievances. It's not to build our nation if they are for the people. Because what other reasons are they coming up with to say, we do not want you to protest because Munoita destabilize the country? Destabilize the country how? Are we looting? What how, what do they mean by destabilizing the country? Because the country has people and citizens have the right to express themselves, whether they are happy or they are not happy. And the only way for the government to know is not by stopping these people to protest, it's by allowing them to express themselves. Say what you want to say what you have, say your consent so that we can listen. And then when we fail to act, you also have a right to come to us and say, mamemorandum atakaisa ese nezvatakataura zvakati hamuna kuita, ko ndo inonzi hurumende yevanhu. So reason yavanorambira kuti vanhu vasaprotesta ndeyeye, because honestly yekuti you destabilizing the country, it does not make sense at all. It does not hold water, because what destabilizing the country are they talking about? Because these are citizens. Whose country is this? It's our country. So if we are protesting, we are not outsiders, we are not foreigners. It's our country that we are actually complaining. So that surely cannot be called destabilizing the country. You cannot say that.
Charumbira.
I'm here, Owen.
Okay, yes.
I'm just doing the what to call it, the school run. Gondias, you can jump in after maybe Owen, or you just give each other time to speak. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Opportunity to speak.
So,
Owen, in undisclosed submit, I just wanted to ask a quick question.
Oh, are you the child of Zim, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, that's fine then. Okay.
Owen, with your permission, can I just ask Kotal a short question? And I also think it will be a short answer. Is it okay, Owen?
yes, go ahead.
Okay. Kotal, in your submission, you repeatedly said that the Zimbabweans must regularize their stay in South Africa. They must get the right papers. Is it something that you think is easy for Zimbabweans to get the papers? Because I've heard in other instances that people have applied for permits and it has taken as long as more than 5 years, even when you do have the right qualifications. Is this a true position, or South Africa? So my question is vanhu vari kuzviitisa here kusawana mapepa iwo achiwanika zvavo mapepa in an easy way?
You can get the right papers if you do it the right way and the right process. It does not happen within 2 or 3 days. It does take some time. So what you have to do is that you do not apply here while you're in South Africa. You go back to the embassy, South African embassy in Zimbabwe. That's where you start your process. That's where you apply for the visa that you want to apply for, and they will be granted. They have no grounds to deny you unless une zvavo unenge watadzawo or something, but there's always the right way to do things. But then problem
Yeah,
is
because I've
people,
heard
but
kuti hanzi
problem inoitika
vanhu
manje,
vanoaplya kuVFS kuBulawayo nekuHarare, but still hanzi mapepa iwayo haasi kubuda.
mwe ari kubuda mapepa acho ina handisizoziva hangu kuti ivo vari kuzviita sei. Problem ndeyekuti mumwe munhu anenge aenda kana kuti kuvfs kosangana nemunhu padhomu nepadhobha muti iwe ukapinda mukati umu zvichakutora 2-3 years kuti uitiche mapepa ako ite bho unza $500 ndite sei ndikuitire mapepa ako opa munhu iyeye 500 nemadocuments ake and then nothing comes out wavharwa mari wavharwa mapepa kana wapiwa chinhu but then chinhu chacho hachisi is not genuine futi at the same time. That is what I'm seeing in the most cases. Someone will be staying in Durban for like 5 years without papers, and then they will approach Home Affairs here in South Africa, and then Home Affairs will say, no, you cannot apply here. You have to go to your home country and apply it the right way. That is the only way you can do it. You can, even if you want to go to the UK, you cannot go in the UK. You cannot go, even if you want to go to the UK, you cannot just go enter the UK and say, now I want to be a citizen. You have to give me everything that you want, that you give your normal citizens. No, they'll tell you, go to the embassy and do A, B, C, and D. But it's just that thing are reluctant about doing things the right way. Right now, I know a lot of people who are suffering because they are getting job losses. Vamwe vari kudzingwa mabasa, vamwe vari kuita sei, vamwe vana kutorambidzwa chikoro, some of the kids who were born with who were born here in South Africa, but the parents are not South Africans. They are being expelled from schools because the parents did not do the right thing. Now vanhu vakumhanya last minute.
Tingambotaurawo here.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. If you're Zimbabwean and you want to make your application to the South African Embassy, if you are in Zimbabwe still, like what Kotea was saying, you know Varwamari, nokuti hausikuita the rightful way, and waona tsotsi rinenge richikutaura kundokuitira. There are certain areas where you have to, the first thing you have to do is to get it. Like what tax driver was saying, kuti hanzi izvo unenge para mhosva dzaunenge uinadzo handizvo. Iwe kana usina kupara mhosva unopuwa yavanoti tax clearance from your police headquarters, and you include that tax clearance with all your papers, and you can put all those papers online. You don't have to go there, you don't have to, but if they say there's a system to say there's an area, maybe like what they do in Canada, the Canadian Embassy, there's an area in Mount Pleasant where you can submit your papers and all that. It's all have to be inclusive. And when you are like writing, we are giving the embassy the money, it is going to be something which is from the bank. And you apparently punch it in there with your tax clearance, with all your paperwork, with your passport, which is valid for 6 months. Then you make your application online, or you send it over to
Sorry, Sisi, JJ, it's tax clearance or police clearance?
police. Oh, not tax clearance. I'm sorry, so thank you very much, out of Zimbabwe. It's police clearance you have to have. The police clearance has to be there.
Kana maAmericans achitaura anongonzwika.
Amenotuta kuenda kupi.
But zvombutaura area zvine mapemits kuSouth Africa. I'm sure nenyaya inonzi
Then
hanzi vanoiti
if you had gone without paperwork,
hanzi vanoiti hanzi chiro scarce skills hanzi ndo dambudziko rinoita kuti mapemits ka ashayike zvokuti vanhu vari kuSouth Africa kuti vanongogara vari illegal because they just want to be illegal. I don't think that's the case. It's not
no.
easy.
Let's help each other here.
Yeah.
Let's say you are a qualified lecturer, and you're qualified maybe lawyer, and then the firm which is right in South Africa wants you to work for you. Let them do everything for you. They'll do it, and then only what you need to do.
GD, I think
Yeah.
the people we are referring to here is not this class.
Yes,
Because this
Oh,
class is not there, they're not really affected.
okay.
The majority is the people that we are dealing with here.
The poor citizens.
The poor,
poor,
yes. Because we have, I'll tell you, I think what is that for the one that deals, the judge who deals with labor judge is a Zimbabwean. in Cape Town, I think she was interviewed before the parliament. And she was asked, "Are you Zimbabwean?" She said, "I'm Zimbabwean." And then the other one said, "So if you're Zimbabwean, why are you applying for this?" Then she said, "I naturalized. I had to apply for this and this and this. Now I'm South African." So these people are not affected. But do you know that if they walk on the street and meet these Dudula people, they will be Dudulad? Because these people, they don't ask for, they don't have like that information. But the people that we are worried of are those who live with South Africans in their poor communities. That's the
Okay.
people that we need to be worried of. Those who cannot apply, because you can go to the embassy and apply for papers to do what? When you want to go and just find something in South Africa. That's the majority that we are dealing with.
Cases. One. Yeah. You are right. Yeah. You are right. Always.
You are right, Shari. The majority, about 90%, they have no way of regularizing their stay in South Africa because hapana what allows them to be in South Africa.
100%.
The general workers permit, according to the white paper yakabuda manje, iri kutokanzurwa, iri kutobviswa. So kuti titaurirane panapa paspace kuti toudza vanhu kuti endai munogadzira mapepa mudzokeka.
I think you were right.
Gonna
Mukoma Godin, you are right. Like there are two cases. One is they flew Kurufu and they're working in South Africa and they're going back to South Africa. They're not affected, right? And then there was one Mwanao Kukokwe, anga aine tax shop. Akatopiskwirwa takshop yacho ikabheniwa ikadika nzikanzi hatidi kukuona dzokera kuzimbabwe. Saka aitoti sisi handina kana sendi kana pokutangira kuti ndinofamba sei, handisi kuzati ndikamba ndambomubvunza ndambomuudza kuti pane vanhu vari kuti vane mabhazi kana sisi kunonetsa kumabhazi ikoko, unoswera wakamira ikoko
Aiwa,
kuvara uri
besides kunetsa GD traffic, hanzi vane mabhazi, ukapinda mabhazi iwaya masvika pabhodha ukabudisa passport yako yaakutobhanwa, iwe waakutobhanwa, hanzi 5 years uchadzoka South Africa ukaenda nemabhazi
That
efree.
is
Kune
false.
vamwe vaitoramba kuenda nemabhazi efree aya vachiavoida
That
that.
is false. That is false information. I
Yeah.
should come here and speak the truth. That is false information. That's social media information that people are passing and stating. I was part of the repatriation program.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Munhu
much.
ane overstay yake ane passport yake yakaexpire akabudisa passport yake anopiwa ban